प्रकाश, इस वाले से शुरू करना।
So let's jump into a dark question. So if I'm talking about the future of web development, okay. So during pandemic, I've seen a lot of people doing freelancing, and for like if you're doing freelancing for the web development, there are a lot of other frameworks, like we are having Wix, we are having WordPress. So even the person who is from non-tech background, they can also make their website like almost free of cost, just paying for the domain name, and they can also make it. Like, where do you think like these kind of things are impacting the field of web development for the web developers, or what would be the future in this particular case?
So this will never ever impact web developers at all, right? If this was impacting, you would have seen a decline in the salary rate, you would have seen a decline in the job rate as well, right? If these templates or these no code frameworks could have done everything, then there is no requirement of any web developers. But these cannot do everything. I'll give you a very simple example. So lately, one of my friends, she's a video editor, she works with me, she has her own website, right? So and she made it using Wix, and it was doing good. But then she wanted to add some customization, she wanted to add something where the user can directly put the data, and all the things would be user generated directly. Now, in order to make such complex website, you can't do it with Wix and all the things, because they actually give you some static thing and also allow you to do payment under the hood as well. But where there is a thing called as customization, there you require a UI UX designer, there you require a developer, to make your customization. Now, you can't imagine Flipkart being made with Wix. Not possible at all, right? So that's why, when you see the bigger picture, when you have a large scale application, when you're talking with respect to companies, then all of these frameworks, just die away. But when you're making hobby project, right? Let's say I'm making a hobby project like my portfolio or something like that, there all of these things come into picture. But hobby project is not used in companies. Companies use complex infrastructure, complex database, complex servers, complex CDN. All of these things are very complex under the hood. So for all of this customization, you actually require a web developer, and you actually require proper coding, right? There are a lot of times where most of the inbuilt functions also do not satisfy or do the job. Then we have to write our own customized function for that. You might have seen that as well here in your journey, where we have to write a lot of customization functions. You can't do that with Wix and Webflow. So that's why this will never ever overtake any web developer. All the web developers have an upper hand on all of these things.
Okay, so you are basically talking about like to create these kind of frameworks like Wix and Web and WordPress, you need web developers.
Exactly, right.
So if I'm talking about the basic website that can be made like using plug and play models, but to do the customization, to do some high-end stuff where we are having a lot of complexity like LMS, so we will definitely require web developers.
Exactly.
Okay, great. So now we are into the tech discussion in detail. So in web development, we are having